Before we get started, today is we're recording today, and today is St. Patrick's Day. So,
Hooray!
hooray, everybody! And I thought that we would all
Oh shit.
salute. Oh,
Lance.
I told you
Does
ahead
she
of
even
time.
you did, but I was so busy doing all the other things, make sure my mic worked, make sure I got a picture. I was trying to be on point with everything else. I had no time for her shenanigans of the extra thing of a shot. But I'm
Lance,
gonna go get
if you
one.
stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Uh, um, okay, well, what are y'all drinking?
I have Irish whiskey.
Oh, I wasn't that festive. All I had is Anejo.
Anejo.
Tequila.
Well, that's what I have too.
Oh,
There
good.
you go. Did you get your lime?
I'm not a
No.
pussy.
Mm.
What? I was gonna make a joke there, but never mind.
Oh my God, Mikey! I need that shot glass
Oh, with
with
Dorothy.
B. Okay.
Um,
Um.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Happy St. Patty's Day. Salud, my goons.
Lance's cup isn't see-through. It probably doesn't have anything in
Mm.
it. I have acid reflux already, so if I just throw up all over the computer, that's why.
Mm.
Even
All
though I
that.
feel like if you're able to
Uh,
keep tequila down, you don't overdrink it. I feel like tequila actually calms down a lot of shit. It could be fake, but that's what my Mexican ancestors tell me.
oh, I love tequila, but
Me
it is
too.
St. Patty's Day, hence why I'm drinking Jameson.
Well, I live in Texas.
Yeah, I know. Mhm.
And I'm Mexican Irish. I'm actually not, but actually Adam is.
Oh.
Oh, very cool.
Adam's great grandmother had red hair, and she was a leprechaun. Just kidding. But no, she had red hair.
She was a leprechaun. Okay.
Isn't a ghetto leprechaun from your guys' area?
What?
You ever seen that? The whole like a leprechaun over there in the tree. Put all that gold on the tree. You ever seen that?
Oh, no, you mean
Mm-hmm.
that video I sent you guys the other day? Because that was like in 2006. I can't believe
That
how
was a
long ago
long
that
time
was.
ago, where he drew what he saw, and it was
Yeah.
like a little Keebler elf looking thing.
And then one lady goes, "That's a crackhead in the tree." He's
uh,
a leprechaun.
Next year we'll have to do like a deep dive into like because those stories are silly, but I actually really like listening to people say like that they've seen shit
Yeah,
before, like leprechauns and fairies and stuff.
I
the
mean, we do have the end
testimony.
of the end of the show segment, so I mean, you can bring up anything you want during that one. Seeing how it is the end of the month.
That's not how
Well,
we roll.
we have to
No.
it takes time to prepare things, Lance. Okay.
Yeah, Lance.
Yeah.
And like my favorite line, I don't mean to just keep getting into the movie. I'm just so into it, everybody. My favorite line for this movie is I don't believe in the devil. Yeah, but he had to come from somewhere. So that's where we have leprechauns.
Well, one last story about leprechauns. So I had a math teacher in middle school, and I can't remember her name. I wish I could. She was so funny, but she was from Ireland, like thick Irish accent. And she literally went on a tangent for like 10 minutes about how when she was like 7 years old, she was bit on the elbow by a leprechaun. And at that point, we realized that she's kind of crazy. She's a little crazy.
Hey, I mean, a lot of people claim, I'm not saying it's a leprechaun, but a lot of people claim to have seen something in that kind of realm.
She was dead
So,
ass serious too. Oh my God, what was her name? Bless her heart. I hope she's still teaching.
Senorita Keebler, she was also the
Anyway,
Spanish teacher.
yeah, she was. Ah, but
Uh,
anyway, so Maggie, well, I guess you said you were hosting, so did you want to do your
Oh, but
intro?
you threw such a bitch fit about it, so I
No,
said,
I
yes,
can
go
host.
ahead.
I can host. It's Women's Month, so
Oh, excuse me. You threw such a female dog fit about it.
I did not. The only fit I threw was so Goons, you're gonna hear the St. Patrick's Day episode after St. Patrick's Day because I think we planned it a little
Well, we didn't
wonky.
know.
I knew that St. Patty's Day was Monday this year because I was pissed about that, but I was like, oh, it's on spring break anyway, so I don't have to work. So
Yeah.
either
But
either way.
also, We
Hmm?
also didn't know that we had 5 Mondays this month. So I was like, let's sneak in a kind of St. Patrick's Day movie slash it's Irish.
Well, yeah, it's set in Ireland, and it's actually I don't did they film it in Ireland? I guess we'll
I
have to get
don't.
into that.
Um,
Um,
but while you look that up, what was the name of that new Irish film coming out that's actually going to be in like the Irish language that looks really scary? Do you remember you sent us the
oh
trailer?
yeah, let me look it up.
Is
Horror
it like old
movie.
school Celtic? You saying?
You mean the language?
Yeah. Is it like? Isn't that what it's called? Like a Celtic?
Is it? It's not Gaelic. It's
It's Irish.
Yeah, but don't they have several different kinds of?
like
I
in the real
mean,
Irish language.
oh, it's called
Yeah,
Gaelic. The Irish language known as Gaelic is a
yeah,
Celtic
yeah. I told
Celtic
you.
language indigenous to Ireland. I didn't actually know that they had their own language until I saw, if you guys have never seen, and I mean like the listeners, if y'all have never seen Dairy Girls on Netflix, please watch it. It's so funny. The episodes are so short, and it's about these high school girls in a all girls Catholic school, but they think one of the girls' cousin is a girl, and he ends up being a guy because he's like a foreign exchange student. So he's like the one guy that attends school there with them. It's such a good show. It's so funny, and it's set in the '90s, and you learn about like history and stuff in a really funny way. And that's how I learned that Irish is a language.
Okay, so it's actually called An Taobhse, but it's
Antasia, I know her.
An Taobhse, yeah, but it's so it's in Irish, obviously that title, but yeah, um, they're gonna have to figure out how to tell people how to pronounce it because I literally had to Google it too. But
I honestly don't even think people a lot of people speak it even in Ireland.
no, and I'm pretty sure it's well, I do know because I think in the 70s, I want to say around the 70s, like people who spoke Gaelic in Scotland were like, shit on. So,
Yeah.
and I only know that from Outlander, so if I'm
Well,
incorrect.
I mean, even the show that I'm referring to, it's a big deal to them when they meet people that speak Irish because they're like, "Oh my God, you actually met someone that spoke Irish?" Because like they don't even know Irish and they're Irish. So who knows? Beautiful people,
Beautiful,
beautiful land,
beautiful.
beautiful scenery.
I know. I would really love to go to the Temple Bar District in Dublin someday. So, anyway,
Hot
but
guys too. Anyways,
well, this is Slashers, your favorite horror podcast for your favorite horror media. My name is Aid, and with me, as always, are my esteemed colleagues, co-hosts, and cohorts. My boo boo Mikey,
good day, mate. No,
and
that's Australian.
okay, we are. Listen, we're just a couple of half breeds trying to very valiantly to not offend anybody this month, and I feel like every
I'm not
episode
trying.
has been.
Obviously, and Mikey's like, nope, 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 nope.
Yeah, oh no, I'm offending white people. Oops. Bitch, try being gay and Mexican.
Oh my
Anyways,
goodness. And our Lancey Poo over here in the corner.
Hey,
Don't wave, you have to say it because they
yeah,
can't see you.
I said it and I waved. There's two medians that they see us on, so
I think the shot kicked in.
mine did already.
Clearly.
Oh,
Um,
go ahead.
but yes. So anyways, Mutant Goons, here's our special late I was about to say Thanksgiving, St. Patty's Day episode.
Oh boy.
welcome to the folks. It's gonna be two sweet, sweet drinking people and me, which I'm not, drunk at all. I'm like a little good.
Mm-hmm.
You
Hmm.
two, though, on the other hand,
Why
Hmm.
don't you have a drink, Lance?
just kind of like letting it relax.
Letting it relax? That's because you
Well,
forgot to bring it up. That's why.
yeah.
That's partially the reason. I got my big old H2O, so there it is. Meow.
Okay. Well, Lance is being responsible today, I suppose.
Lame.
Anyway, but yes, if you want to check out that film, Fangoria actually has a really cool article on it, and it's from director John Farrelly. And it premieres this year at Fright Fest. So, the movie looks really scary, actually. Like it looks really creepy. So I'm actually very excited about it.
Is it
Um,
Free Waka?
what?
Is it Free Waka?
Free Waka? What do you
The
mean?
movie.
No, the Antapsha.
I thought you said that was the language.
No, that's the name of the movie. The
Okay, well,
lang
apparently there's two coming out from Ireland on Shudder. Because there's another one called Frewaka, Frewaka, and it's in the Irish language. Because what I noticed about the trailer that you sent is uh, the first Irish language horror movie, which I thought the trailer said. So one of
Oh,
us is wrong.
well,
Oh,
I
Jesus.
yeah, that's actually a different film. So I guess there's two coming out.
What was
What
it
am
about
I
Acacia?
on Tavsha? But it's funny because well, when was this article written? Oh, this was last year. Haha, just kidding.
How embarrassing.
Mm.
And she
Well,
made a
how
big
could
deal
it
about not
say?
hosting.
How do they say this is the first movie in the Irish language if a movie has already come out?
First horror, first
First
Irish
horror.
language horror.
Yeah, but that other movie was a horror movie too.
But
Maybe they
was it
didn't
in the
do
Irish language?
Unless they changed the name.
Unless there's multiple languages spoke in Ireland and we don't.
what? Who said that?
Oh my
Wow,
God.
Lance, can you tell us them?
I said there was Celtic and Gaelic.
Uh, no, that is not the same.
That's two different things. I know that's why it's not the same. That's why it's two different languages.
No, it's not two different languages. Gaelic is a Celtic language.
Is it? Yeah, one of.
Celtic is not a language. Celtic
it's a
is
language.
like when you have like remember in the 90s when they had Celtic Dreams, the infomercial. Anyways, y'all shouldn't have let me drink. But
Okay. I know.
Take
Well,
it.
it says Celtic refers to a family of languages, the branch of Indo-European language family, and includes languages like Irish, Welsh, Scottish, Gaelic, Breton, and Cornish. So there
What?
y'all go.
now I'm hungry.
Now
I
you're learning.
know.
Want a good, nice little Cornish hen.
There you
Go ahead.
go.
Sorry.
Little game hen. Anyways, the film in question that we are discussing today is Rawhead Rex from 1986.
Hmm.
Screenplay by Clive Barker. So
Yeah, and my nickname for Lance.
Yeah.
Rawhead Rex or
No, Gaelic.
Oh, forget it.
Uh,
Goodbye and good
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is gonna be fun.
I know it's gonna be fun to edit. Jesus. Anyway, well, so the film comes out in October of 1986. It's 89 minutes long. It's really hard to find streaming. So if you guys have not found it streaming, I think you can watch it. Oh, Mikey, how did you watch it?
I ran it, or I've actually bought it because I've seen this creature. I've never seen it before, and I've seen this creature everywhere. And one of my friends is obsessed with it, so it's like, whatever, I'm gonna buy it. And I bought it on Vudu, but it's now called Fandango at home. But it was $8, and then you can also rent it on YouTube.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And it's on Prime as well if you want to pay for it. So,
Yeah.
so this one, I've always seen the picture. I've seen this creature before, but I don't know why I've never watched it because for some reason the way he dresses, I thought it was like some kind of evil musician or something.
That's what I thought too. I thought it was like, remember Black Roses? I thought it was gonna be like that.
I'm slightly insulted by this.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lance. You probably saw it premiere opening night when you were like 57.
Okay.
But
I'm not Benjamin Buttons here.
no, you'd be aging backwards if that was
Yeah,
the case.
exactly.
Well, Lance, you
Um,
were like what, 10 when this movie came out? So theoretically, you could have been at the theater to see it.
I mean, I could have been the kid in the movie.
yeah, R.I.P. I wasn't born yet.
No, I was not. I did not exist yet either. So when I saw that it was a screenplay by Clive Barker, that I realized it was part of the Rawhead Rex segment in Books of Blood for his Books of Blood book,
The third
obviously
one.
novel. I haven't read it, so I don't know. Clive is quoted saying that the screenplay, does follow very closely the source material, but he famously does not like this film. So,
Yeah.
uh, and I could see where, I could see where there's pitfalls in it, but overall, it's about this American who goes to Ireland and with his family because he's doing research, and some guy is digging up a rock, and
It's very exorcisty,
yeah, Rawhead Rex comes out of the hole that the rock was in and just starts
and
But
not the
slaughtering him.
rock,
yeah.
but a rock.
A
But
rock.
by the way, this rock, when you see it in the movie, it looks like it should be there, and it's historical. Like these three dudes out there, like a I don't know, the hillbilly version in Ireland of these guys wrapping it around with a tractor with a rope. He's just trying to pull it and knock it
It looks
down.
like a totem.
Yeah, like it looks like it's probably shouldn't be taken down. It should be like a historical landmark. It's like they're like, no, let's pull it out. I got a farm.
Yeah. And then he dies.
It does pretty much die pretty fast.
Well, they could have been excavating it for like a museum. We don't know. I mean, is it clear why they're taking it out? I can't even like uh there
I
are
mean,
so many things about this movie that
I can't imagine why the tractor and a rope made you think they were trying to excavate it.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
and this might have been confused, and everybody, I didn't read the original story, but I did do some research, so I'm going based off of what I've read on the stories and the comparisons. So if some of it's wrong, my source material might be wrong, but when reading and watching videos and stuff, it was presented as that they were farmers, so I'm assuming they're probably just trying to clear the land because
Well, yeah,
that's what you do a lot in, places like that is you use the area for farming. So clearing the land, knocked over this totem, which was keeping the rock down there. The rock's evil brother, Rawhead Rex. Um, but yeah.
no, I mean, but that's the thing about it is too. It's like there's a lot of rocks obviously in Ireland like that. You always see that like in most of the movies where they're always like trying to pull rocks out of their fields and like move them to another area and building walls with the rocks. But I mean, this looks like legitimately like you're like maybe you shouldn't touch this. It's like in the movie wise, I don't know how
Well,
they represent it in the book. So
hmm,
Well,
whatever, MC Hammer.
there's a lot of like magical things happening in the film. So not only does Rawhead Rex come out of the ground, but there's also like he's possessing people somehow. I don't know, like the verger or whatever. Yeah, so there's a lot of like,
Which is a little different than how you possess them in the book, by the way.
oh,
well, how
how's
do
it
you,
used in the book?
Well, we have to get there first. So Rawhead Rex comes out. And
so
did anybody have any audio issues? Because I felt like the husband was like super low and the wife was like normal volume. And I was like, I can't hear the husband.
no, I thought that sounded fine to me.
Oh.
Yeah, the husband sounded louder than the wife actually in my volume scenario.
Well, you block out women, so that's
Sounds about right.
um
Uh,
but they go to this weird church thing, and I actually really liked so I'm a big sucker for stained glass. I grew up and I went to Lutheran private school because I'm that kind of guy. And I've always just liked stained glass, and you have this church that has stained glass with like images of Rawhead Rex, which I'm like, that's
it's a
if
little
you're going to
much.
that, yeah, like if you're going to that church and you see that, you're like, um,
Nothing like the lasers too coming out of his eyes. At one point, you're like, does not anyone see that? Like,
did he have lasers, or I thought they just glowed? Or are you talking about the end when the blue shit was all over the
no,
place?
no, no. Like legitimately, like in the beginning, you see like the red glazed lights coming through the eyeballs of Rawhead. Like it's just like
Yeah,
I was like, no one sees that. No one's paying attention to that. They're all singing Kumala, whatever, and
Did you say
Kumala.
Kumala?
Kumbala, Kumbala, whatever
You
Christians
know,
Christian people
President
say.
hopeful Kumala Harris. But
A lot of people still praying to that. Still
uh,
praying.
I think what you meant to say is kumbaya.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so one of the first thing to start off that Clive Barker didn't like is that Rawhead Rex doesn't look like he looks like in the book. And there's graphic novels out there that actually show you what he looks like based off a description of the book.
Whoa.
And it's a giant penis. He's described as
Okay,
he's
that makes the rest of this movie fucking way hilarious, especially with the later on statue.
well, yeah. So he's supposed to look very phallic. His the top part of him looks very phallic, but also he just looks like a figure, and his face is supposed to just look like raw meat. And there's some pictures out there, and I think there's actually like an official picture because Clive Barker also like illustrates. So I think there's actually like a, and so of course like I understand maybe stepping away from that a little bit because you can't really release a movie back then and be like, yeah, a killer dick on the loose.
Or
Um,
can you?
yeah, but so that was already strike one. But you know what? I'm not upset at the way that Rawhead looks. He does look interesting. He has kind of like a unique look to him. I don't know if I would have taken it seriously if it was a Goomba looking creature. Um, but if when later on when I explain more of the differences between the story and the movie, it would make sense why he'd be upset that it's not, because it's actually the perfect movie for Women's Month because there's a lot of shit that connects, especially with like what's going on these days. But we will talk about that later on in the episode.
Yeah. Well, and the movie it's very interesting because I feel like there's a lot of choices, a lot of choices that were being made. Like specifically with when the characters are making out with each other, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable watching this. Like, why is this
It
so
was a
bad?
terrible makeout session. Did they not
Oh
audition
God.
beforehand?
Yeah, just, overall bad. But there's a lot like for 1986, I'm shocked that first of all, I can't believe I've never heard of like I've heard of this movie before, but like I'd never seen it. So I'm
Mhm.
kind of shocked that I had never really watched it before. But
Have
I
any one of
feel
us saw this movie? Like, I didn't see it before this.
No.
no. So I mean, I thought it was interesting because I was like, okay, was it between this one or we could do a Leprechaun film? I'm like, no.
I had Leprechauns in space, folks, just so everybody knows. It
There's
might be
one leprechaun, Lance. One leprechaun. His name is it's Leprechaun in space, not leprechauns in
I
space.
want it to be many leprechauns.
Lancey makes up his own words.
He makes up
So
his own reality. And if we're gonna cover a leprechaun movie, it was gonna be one of the most recent ones, not the stupid fucking space one, Lance. Maybe we'll have a whole
actually,
movie, a whole month dedicated to fucked up space sequels.
I mean, I am in for Jason X and Leprechaun in space.
what else could we do though? We should do like Xenon or something. Just
For a
kidding. And
space one,
for more
Xenon.
space.
Thanks, Killings 2 again,
Oh
slash
my
3.
Oh
God.
yeah, since you missed the recording aid, we can redo it.
Was I not there for it?
No, you didn't make it last minute.
Oh, thank God.
God.
Anyway, so the movie, I mean, the movie has a lot of great like setup for everything, I think, and it's kind of funny. Like, I don't know if it was intentionally meant to be funny, but I laughed throughout the film because I don't know if it was like the acting or how it was directed or what. I feel like if Clive Barker had maybe directed it, it probably would have a different tone overall, obviously. What year did Hellraiser come out? Hellraiser came out like
I,
I think
I
87, right?
believe, yeah, I was like, so Hellraiser came out shortly after this because this movie was the movie that made Clive Barker want to have more of
Control.
involvement, not necessarily control, just more involvement to make sure his vision was being
Illustrated.
dis- hmm
Yeah, no, because he definitely, I mean, clearly two separate films, and because he's not directing it, I think it's like a disconnect between what his vision might have been versus what we got. Because I feel like we kind of got like a bumbling, like backwoods Irish, because I was like, I didn't know there were trailer parks in Ireland.
Oh, I know.
At one point, it almost seemed like it was like a folk tale type. I mean, I know that's what they were trying to kind of come off. Is it like that in the book, Mikey? Like a folk tale type of creature, or not even at all?
Yeah. Yeah, so the creature like is kind of it's it seems to be like brought out the same way it is like it's embedded in religion more, and that's one of the sub themes that they like lightly touched on with like the church and stuff that they didn't really expand on. That Rawhead Rex is also supposed to be a representation of old school religion. Fuck it,
Mm.
I'm just gonna tell you everything. So Rawhead Rex
That's
is
fine.
supposed to be representation of old school religion and the dangers of old school religion. If you notice, they don't really explain it, but he has a aversion to a pregnant woman. He doesn't do anything to her. I think she goes a little cuckoo, but in reality, he didn't do anything to her. And so with
The movie
Rawhead
is
Rex,
he looked so pissed. He's like, "Damn it, she's pregnant."
I know, and well, he always kind of looked pissed, to be fair. But so Rawhead Rex's kryptonite is women, and it's
Females.
well, and we have the final conclusion at the end where out of nowhere the mom picks up the totem and like, oh, it has to be female. It's like, yeah, but that was the bigger part of the story. And so, Clive Barker, a gay man, everybody, because minorities, represent minorities, wrote this movie about the dangers of old school religion thinking. And when it ties into today, what I really love is there's this weird message that people, we all know who, are trying to say empathy is a sin now, and empathy is the enemy, and we need to roll back on empathy and not make decisions on empathy. These are like religious leaders, these are political leaders. Everybody is saying empathy is a bad thing now. And what they're saying, the biggest offenders of being empathetic and why things usually change are women. Women are the most empathetic. It's like, well, no shit. Look what y'all put them through this past generations. And
Like,
so I felt this is very topical because you have this creature going around that's supposed to look like a big penis. He pees on the verger to whatever overtake him. But when I was watching that, I was like, what the fuck is he doing? But in reality, or in the story, he actually ejaculates on him. That's how he does it in the story.
See, because I even said that to Lance earlier. I go, is that guy jacking off on him? He's like, what does it look like to you?
Well, it
Like, I don't know.
there is subtle sexual undertones to the scene where it's like, because he even like opens his shirt to where his like chest is exposed, like he wants like a cum shot, basically. Like I've done it, but we've all done it. And so, but also, and we don't need to see all of this, but the story Rawhead Rex is also a rapist and he rapes women and all that stuff. Um, and yeah,
Well, I'm
so
glad that they kept that out because that was something we didn't need.
yeah, but all the other stuff, I was like, man, now I know. Because before I even saw the movie, I thought Rawhead Rex was like some trauma level, just like a rock monster killing people, not like a literal rock, like rock and roll monster killing people. And then I watch it and I'm like, no, they actually like tried, and they have. I did not like the dad actor, but everyone else did a good job. Uh, the side actors did great. The main actors were a little questionable, but and then you have them trying their hardest. There's their sweet little hardest with this special effects makeup that they have going on with his face, and I'm like, if y'all just didn't show it as much, maybe it would be more effective. But like the fact that I'm seeing this every 10 minutes and your little twitching of the face, like that's a lot. But no, I know
red
I
eyes.
the red eyes were fine. That wasn't the cheesy part of the face. It was the facial expressions. It looks like Aid right after Botox. But but
How
I
dare you?
I understand why Clive was upset because the bigger meaning was lost and it makes it kind of just like a silly movie. And this is one that Clive has mentioned before that he wouldn't mind a remake. And I'm like, this is the kind of movie that needs a remake. If the original intention isn't being displayed properly and you have a fan base that's like, we'll watch it again if you make it the way you wanted to make it, then yeah, you know. I still don't know about having him be a big penis, but maybe they can compromise.
Well, this is a great opportunity to like showcase like, some massive, monster effects, right? And so I think that this would be a great opportunity to redo and revision it, make it a little bit darker, make it more terrifying, maybe show us when little Skippy or whatever his name is,
Yeah,
it's
give us the ejac. Oh, never mind. Come on, the kid.
oh yeah, but yeah, I don't know. What would you prefer being watching him peeing on him for 5 minutes or like a quick cum shot, like one and done, man, like in and out. Like,
I think a cum shot's more powerful, but I understand not being able to do it in the 80s.
well, I mean,
Wouldn't it be more obvious to do it in the 80s? Because there's no way you're doing it now. Like,
Uh, I have you seen the movies these days? That one with Mia Goth and Alexander Skarsgård, where there's cum like,
but I mean,
yeah.
my thing is though, I mean, then you would have to mask it with beautiful backdrop scenes, and they're like,
no,
no, no, no, it's art.
not these days. Thanks to Damien Leone and his do-it-yourself filmmaking, you could easily do this stuff.
Yeah, I think, but the 80s let you get away with a lot of shit. Like, I'm surprised they didn't just make him look like a throbbing cock,
Mm.
like running around.
Well, I mean, I don't think that the monster looks particularly terrible, but I think blowing your load and showing him right at the beginning, which was very reminiscent, speaking of loads, very reminiscent of a Power Rangers villain intro.
Yeah, we're just missing
Uh,
the pyrotechnics.
I know.
It was funny. I mean,
Uh,
he technically got it though with the background, like with the sky and everything.
true.
Well, yeah, and so I just think that, probably keeping him more hidden and then just because I really like the POV shots at the beginning when he was going after the pregnant wife in the kitchen.
Hmm.
And we're seeing it through, you know, first his perspective and then, cuts back and forth. If they had done that at the beginning and then spent a little more time and money on, the effect of the creature himself, and then maybe he'd be more like,
Yeah,
it's like when you finally seen Jaws, right? Like, yes, you could have, showed him at the beginning or her. It's a her, right? I
no,
think
I
the
thought
shark
Bruce
in
was a
Jaws.
boy.
Yeah, I
Is
think
Bruce
it
a
is.
boy? Oh, well, they named it Bruce, but anyways, whatever. Just like with Jaws, okay? Like when you finally do see it, you're like, holy shit, right? So, and to your point, Mikey, with the whole rape thing, like I hate even saying that word, but with that, it would make a lot of sense if he did assault them too, and because he sort of does in the trailer park.
Yeah. But when
I
he
mean,
rips that woman's floral dress off, I was like, okay, we know what we're
yeah,
doing here.
I literally was like, it's like random boob shot. Okay, sure, whatever.
I know. It's when Lance perked up a bit. So,
Literally.
so I mean, that would make more sense that if he was like assaulting them, that he do that because, ripping her dress off randomly just for a tit shot. Like, come on now. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what makes the movie very 80s, right? Like,
Hmm.
forget
Floral
what
prints and natural boobs.
exactly. So,
Only in the 80s.
1986, woo. So, so anyways, but with this one, I just think that like I don't know. I don't know how they would make him look different now and then still keep the, I guess, essence of what this creature is because people have talked about this movie before. I mean, I've heard people talk about, I've seen this creature like this. His look is pretty iconic, even if you've never seen the movie.
Hmm.
So, and I don't have him behind me, but he's behind Lance's head. So if you're watching the YouTube, Lance, yeah, there you go. Um, yeah, and I'm glad that somebody wore green today, by the way, Mikey. Where is your green?
I had it on at the gym. It's in my hair.
You ho. I have the leprechaun on my shirt, everybody. So
I
that's
have
why.
green discharge.
Oh, there you go. I believe it. Anyway,
Speaking of Rawhead, um,
See, that's what Rawhead gets you. Gross, Lance.
you meant it come. You knew it was coming.
I meant it coming. Lance, get your mind out of the gutter. You're such a
Oh my,
rawhead Rex today.
oh my goodness. I know.
Next, you're gonna tell me pregnant women are your kryptonite. Um,
I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, overall, did I enjoy the movie? I thought the movie was pretty entertaining. It was really funny, but again, I don't think it was intentionally supposed to be funny. So, will I watch it again? I don't know, because so we always talk about this, or we've mentioned it before, like when movies aren't afraid to kill kids, right?
yeah.
So, and I was like, I was getting pissed because I'm like, when the little girl was going to the bathroom, I'm like, if he kills that little girl, she's so freaking cute.
Oh,
Like,
I
oh my
know.
God, I was so
Go little
annoyed.
boy instead.
Yeah, so then goes after the little bratty ass older son. And I'm thinking to myself, my God, I'm like, there's no way. I was like, there's no way they're going to kill him. Like, at the very least, I thought he was going to kidnap him. And then the father would have to go on this hunt, right? Because, like, at that point, after your son's been brutally murdered, why would you even want to stay? Like,
Yeah.
why would you want to go after it and be like, I'm done? Like, this is
Is he is
so.
he is he legitimately like, for all purposes, compared to this book and the movie, he only kills males and he rapes women. Pretty much sounds like any Scandinavian old school Viking type of vibe, but for like a demon, like on, you know what I mean? Like it's just,
Well,
I
it
don't
was.
know
What are you trying to say?
what to say. It's like,
He's just making a random point.
I know.
I'm
What was
just
in your shot?
yeah. No, I mean it just kind of seems a little crazy, like because like he doesn't kill any women in here. No women die in this movie. It's only either a boy or men. The only thing he did, oh no, I guess he killed the one girl that he took her clothes off, which I guess is the simulation of I raped her technically, because she was the only woman that died.
No, she didn't die. He just threw her against the tree, but she was still crying.
Yeah, she hurt her back. She has a
So
lifetime of back problems now. It's
And
worse.
not the good kind.
Yeah.
you know
Um,
what? And maybe I wasn't paying attention, but can one of you tell me why the hell all those people were in that tiny asshole trailer together? Like, were they just hiding from?
it was just the teenage couple and the little brother. I think it was one of the. They're babysitting. One of them was babysitting. The other one was a boyfriend or girlfriend. I think it was the guy's little brother, and he had this girlfriend over.
No, I mean when yeah, so that point,
The
yeah.
second time they're in the carriages, or
The
the trailer park for most people out there.
the carriages.
That's what they call them in Ireland and
Oh
the UK.
god, the one thing he researched. Um,
Can't even give me the one thing, Mikey.
I mean, oh Lance, that's so interesting. Thank you.
See, that's what it is, folks, right there. When I actually point out an actual thing and say the correct terminology for it, they shun me. So why even bother
Well, what
trying?
do they call a horse-drawn carriage in over there?
A, a carriage, I guess. That's why it's called
No,
a
it's called a
carriage.
buggy.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
It's
I already knew the answer.
Lance, our official UK expert over here.
I know what trailers are called because I used to live one. Any
Oh,
country.
here we
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Hey, this is when you edit in the sad music and we talk about Lance's life.
Yeah,
Anyways,
it's sad. It happens.
yes. Well,
But no, there was a lot of people in that scene where like they all just started showing up, like going, "Hey, you see what's going on over here at the trailer park?"
Well, yeah, so
yeah.
that's why I was wondering why they had like 8 people in that fucking trailer and then like he's tipping it over and stuff like so were they all hanging out? Like, 'cause it's like the middle of the night. Like, what is everyone doing? So I have
It's a
no idea.
school night, everybody.
I know. Oh my God. Seriously.
I like how you never see the little boy again, and you never see the girl. Like they were smart enough to go, no, we're never going back to that area. Like
It wasn't her trailer, or excuse
Well,
me, whatever you called it,
carriage.
oh,
carriage.
yeah, the carriage. I know, oh my God, when she got back to when the Rawhead Rex kills this goes after this couple making out in the woods or whatever, and they're holding hands and running away from the monster. And when she gets back, all she has is his hand.
Oh yeah, she's like right, and she turns around. She's like, that's funny.
Oh, so I wanted to bring up something that I thought was kind of funny. That it seemed like I don't know, because I mean, Clive Barker just kind of uses things from his other stuff. Uh, did the Rawhead Rex, at least in this looking scenario, kind of look like the characters from Nightbreed? Like it was almost like a character from like the Berserkers, the bigger ones, and the ones that had like a football. But like it kind of felt like maybe this was like a at least in this movie, it kind of had that feeling that like maybe he could have been part of that ethos.
I
Oh,
don't think Clive would have like because I know Clive did both, but I Clive didn't do this because or else he wouldn't have hated it. So I don't know.
I mean, the look though itself is very 80s. Like I feel like a lot of like creature features have like that distinct like look to them. Maybe I don't know, but I was looking here. It says that so the director of this film is George Pavlo, and
Behind me if you're on YouTube.
oh, he's behind you. Oh, okay, he's in the jacket. Okay, so yeah, he worked with Clive Barker, and Clive Barker also wrote the screenplay for Transmutations, which I'm wondering if that is
I don't.
a Dublin entendre, as Lance would say. Um, but yeah, so that actually came out in 1986 as or 1985. So I wonder we should watch that one. That one looks pretty good. It's also called Underworld.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, and Clive Barker wrote it. So I mean, I always knew that Clive Barker wrote novels. I didn't realize that he wrote all these screenplays. Like that's pretty cool. Like I
Yeah,
had
he
no.
also did wrote stage plays.
Okay. And now he's got that new movie, that new children's film.
Oh yeah. Oh, I saw it.
Did you see it? Do you like it?
Yes, I did. It was
What
perfect.
what was it called again?
Night of the Zoopocalypse.
Oh,
Super
that's right.
cute.
It was very cute. It's laid out like a serious horror movie, but of course it's for children. Even though, funny thing is, the comet lands in the petting zoo, so the cute animals are the first to get it. Uh, it was funny, like the chickens and the bunnies. And I was like, I had to look at one of my daughters for a couple of times and be like, "Are you okay?" But they loved it.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I can imagine your little girl's like giving you the panic look. Why?
I was the panicked one because I was like, this is kind of because in the beginning you don't know, like, are they dead? Like, did they just kill that bunny?
Oh my God, I would lose it. I would lose it. But yeah, so I mean, I'm glad that he's still writing because I know Lance and I saw him at Spooky Empire last year. And you know, he wasn't doing too well, so hopefully
Well,
we can get some, you know, he's
if we meet him again, we can ask him if he's going to do a remake.
okay. Yeah, no, because I think it would definitely be worth it. Like, I mean, if to remake it now and use practical effects and you know, set it in Ireland. You know,
Get
let's
the guy who
go.
did Caveat. Make it
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, our Damien McCarthy. Where are you, Damien?
Hmm.
The other Damien, not Damien Leone.
We'll save
And
him for our trashy ones. Well,
I
he's in
know,
timeout right now,
I
so
know he's in time.
we'll see how he comes out of this one.
I mean, there's no political motion in this movie at all, like for anything. So you know.
Bitch,
Oh
after yeah, they took it all out.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying, it's like according to him, there's nothing that ever at all.
yeah,
Ah,
seriously.
typical man.
I know. But anyway, so we're coming up at the end of the hour. Any other final thoughts and prayers on Rawhead Rex?
From thinking it was going to be just trauma cheese, and it wasn't, I actually enjoyed it. It's not a great movie, but it's a fun monster movie. I wish it had some of the religious and feminist undertones that from my research, they didn't have a lot of time, they didn't have a lot of money, and so like that's why a lot of stuff got swept aside. But I'm like, it's like give me a hamburger without the meat. And so I would love to see it be remade with more of Clive's involvement, but I it definitely exceeded my expectations, and I think it's good enough to tell people, hey, you like 80s movies, go watch this one.
Hmm. Yeah, Lance.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I mean, it makes sense for the time frame. So, like, I mean, like Mikey was saying, it's just like you just want a fun monster kind of running around, people, talking shit to it and trying to kill it, and it kills them, kind of thing. I mean, perfect, honestly, and slightly religious and slightly, uh, kind of the things. I don't know. The weird chest thing and the burning hand thing was throwing me off, but other than that, I mean, everything else was okay. I mean, you got an American person in there who acts like he can save the world, so I mean, trope on trope.
The White Knight.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Europeans love doing that, so why not?
Mm.
Mm.
Well, he's Yank, as they were saying. Which I love that because it's like, But anyway, so coming up at the end of the hour, yeah, I liked it. Will I watch it again? Probably not anytime soon, but it was fun for what it was, and it was definitely funny. So if you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Go ahead and rent it. It's worth a couple dollars if you're just gonna rent it or just buy the damn thing. Who cares?
This one has rewatchability if you're doing laundry and you don't want to get distracted, like that meme you sent where the guy's watching Scream and he's just holding the shirt and staring at the TV.
That was me. I did that because I did that recently. I put on the Wolfman from the early 2000s, the one with
Oh
Benicio
yeah.
del Toro. And I'm like, because I didn't remember not liking it. And then I like stopped. I kept stopping like with the duster in my hand and just staring at it. I'm like, this is actually good. Why didn't I like this movie?
I love it.
Anyway, yeah. So there's definitely me, especially if you're going to put on Billy Loomis. My goodness.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Mhm.
So hopefully they show up at Spooky Empire this year because they're still announcing guests. In fact, so I bought 6 tickets for Spooky Empire because they're only $20 each. So Mikey, if you decide you want to run your happy butt down to Orlando at the end of June, please do so, and we can all go. It'd be fun.
Yeah, and we might actually have some prizes and stuff like that to give away at some point. So keep an ear out for all the
Also,
things.
oh, yeah. Thank you, Lance. Also, I want to just do a quick plug really quick. We are actually going to have a booth at the Atomic Horror Mart on April 25th from I think noon to 6 or 1 to 6. So if you guys are out in the Orlando area during that time, please feel free to go see Lance's band on Friday, and then you can go to the Horror Mart on Sunday.
Only if you want to.
Just go to support Lance and say hi to him, but then snub everybody else, please. Thank you. And just kidding. But yeah, no, but we're gonna be at the Horror Mart that day, and we'll have our booth. So we're gonna do some giveaways. We'll probably do another raffle like we did last time, which was a lot of fun. So if we can get some new followers, that'd be great. And they're gonna have a lot of different vendors there, and food and coffee and different, local vendors who are selling things. So please come out if you're in the area and you want to support us, and you can take pictures with us and you can meet us. Yay! That'd be a lot of fun.
And maybe they'll have T-shirts to give y'all.
Yeah, we'll have T-shirts for sale for sure. So we actually, Lindsay, you need to get on that. Anyway,
I was gonna say I'm gonna bring all the ones that I have here. The ones with this logo.
Well, Mikey's coming soon too. So if you are out and about in Orlando in a couple of weeks, Mikey will be here, and you know what?
We're doing something.
We'll be out and about in Orlando.
Why did my thing just literally say this meeting is being recorded, and it just popped up?
It just popped up for you?
Yeah, we've been recording this
because your computer sucks, and I keep saying this
Your
to you.
computer's behind 45 minutes.
Exactly.
Also, I guess we do have kind of an announcement for you, Mikey, sometime later on, don't we? Before that, in April, maybe
Next month?
Yeah, right.
Aid just announced it.
Yeah, Mikey's coming. Anyway, thank you, Lance.
The reason why,
Lance, you already had the carriage win, okay? So let's just.
I can't have 2 wins.
You've done your one thing for the episode already.
I know, just said it looked pretty, Lance. You're fine.
Swear.
And that's the thing, because at the Horror Mart, you'll see me at the table, and you'll see Lance at every other fucking booth the entire time.
They'll be like, "Where's Waldo?"
It all depends on how much there's cool stuff there. How you might go around. Who knows?
I mean, literally the whole day, like a little kid running around.
Mm-hmm.
So
I might
that's
have
fine.
some stuff. Maybe
Yeah.
for my store.
Yeah, Lance is actually going to be bringing some figures and other things too to sell. So if you guys are interested in any of that,
Come by Lance's Toys.
yes, please take them off his hands for him.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a wrap on this week's episode. If you want to see our faces while we ramble and figure out what Lance's word of the week is, check out our video cast over at youtube.com/slasherspodcast. Plus, don't miss our bi-monthly deep dives into all things horror nerdy at the Comic Chop, only on YouTube, a hot collab with Slashers Podcast, and Much Ado About Nerding. Oh, we're doing another fitness challenge. Make sure you DM Joe for the code. Exclusive content or just can't get enough of us? Join us on Patreon for monthly exclusive reviews, bonus episodes, and some killer new perks. Head over to patreon.com/slasherspod and become part of the band. Want to rock some Slashers swag? Our merch is available on Redbubble. Wear your support loud and proud. slasherspod.redbubble.com. If you want to join the conversation, we're hanging out on Instagram, SlashersPod, for everything podcast related, or at Mutant Goons from Beyond for all things weird and wonderful. Want to yell at us directly? You can find me at Pathologically ADE. You can find Mikey at Horror in a Half Shell. You can find Lance at Zombie vs Hate, so feel free to tell him how to say things. And if you can't figure out the double box known as Instagram, then find us on Facebook. Come chill the Mutant Goons from Beyond group for all the chaos. Shout out to our B-Movie TV fam. Catch Doug on Friday Night Action, Yahira on Saturday Night Terrors, only on Roku. And a big thanks to our amazing Patreon patrons, Josh Gunn, Dinosaurs Will Always Be Awesome, my mom, Lorene, Kevin, Vlad, Leslie, and Cam. If you want to join them, head over to patreon.com/slasherspod to become part of the horror family. As always, thanks for listening, and remember to stay spooky.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I just counted that tequila shot. It's 97 calories. How dare you?
97 calories. Ooh, well then I guess we're gonna have to get on that
Oh,
back on
yeah.
that. Oh God, back on that fitness challenge. Okay, I did not go to the gym today. I fell off a
did.
mechanical bull yesterday, so I
You were hardly on. So.
I listen. Look at this bruise.
It looked like you didn't even hold on. You know what? We're gonna post that on Instagram.
That was the second time. Well, you know what? I'm gonna want to post. Okay, so if you guys want me to post the video of me falling off the mechanical bull, I wanted to post it to the Pink Pony song.
pick a 1 second verse from that song, because that's how long this bitch held on.
Dan just screaming, "Tighten your legs!"
Rose held on to Jack longer than they'd hold on to that bull.
That was my second time on it, to be honest with you. It wasn't easy to get on it either. So
We saw.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Anyways, love you guys. Goodbye and good day.
Goodbye. Don't die.
Bye.
Grab the life by the bull or the horns or whatever and just let go.